Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the crypto market as well as Bitcoin specifically. I think Bitcoin's about to explode, and I'm going to talk exactly why that is. There's some bullish information that has been coming out recently. Obviously, Elon Musk is just kind of a roadblock at the moment, but realistically, this is just going to give a lot of people a chance to jump in at lower prices. We actually saw $0.7 billion come off of USDT, and I think a lot of that money is going to be going into bigger market cap coins like Bitcoin, and specifically we are starting to see a lot of whales jumping into Bitcoin. So the first article talks about Bitcoin whales are accumulating behind the scenes, adding $50,000 worth of BTC, or sorry, 50,000 BTC to their wallets, not $50,000, 50,000 BTC to these whales wallets. So we are starting to see, like I said, a lot of accumulation behind the scenes. Yes, there may be stuff going on like Elon Musk in the media as well as so much other stuff, but realistically the only thing that matters is people purchasing, really these, large amounts or large sums of crypto. And that's exactly what's taking place with Bitcoin. So I want to talk about what I think is about to happen. And all I can think about when I think of what's about to happen is an explosion. So think of a ball in the pool. If you bring the ball all the way to the very, very bottom of the pool and you let go, it'll blast off. Obviously, it'll blast off and it'll continue to shoot up. So you can only hold Bitcoin down for so long with manipulation and FUD. And sooner rather than later, we're going to see a blast off moment, or obviously a massive push from Bitcoin specifically. So that's really what I keep picturing in my head, what's about to take place and happen. So I want to jump a little bit farther into what happened with Elon Musk's tweet. I'm not going to actually jump into the tweet today because realistically, we already talked about it in the crypto market crash video that I did earlier today. So if you guys aren't subscribed already, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video before we get too much farther into this one. So we see Bitcoin right now at that 36.5. We actually had a great price point of about 39.2 all the way up until the tweet. And that was a great spot. We saw us pushing closer and closer to 40,000 and that $42,000 resistance level. Unfortunately, we had Elon Musk tweet, and next thing you know, we're down to about 35,005. And we are at 36.5 right now, so we actually have gone up, $1,000 since the lowest dip. But, this is a great opportunity, like I said, for all those USDT holders to jump in, and I think we've already seen a lot of that take place. A lot of people taking advantage of this dip, very worried that this could be the last dip. And I think, realistically, this could easily be our last huge dip of 5 to 6% across the market. We may have some smaller dips, and that's just perfectly fine. Like I said, though, manipulation-wise, Elon Musk and so much other manipulation that has taken place recently, I think this could be our last dip. And I think realistically, a lot of people are expecting, 28K, which could definitely still happen. I'm not saying 28K is out of reason, but realistically, I think this could be our last, or one of our last dips before the final explosion of Bitcoin up to, 80K. So I do want to talk about where, or I guess what's so bullish about Bitcoin right now. And I talked about the whales, but I have more to talk about. So SEC is reviewing Bitcoin ETFs from Fidelity. So this is huge as well. So Fidelity Investments and Skybridge Capital are planning Bitcoin exchange traded funds. So the idea is the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is currently reviewing 2 applications for Bitcoin ETFs. Fidelity Investments and Skybridge Capital are responsible for the applications, which were filed this week. ETFs allow institutional investors to invest in an asset tied to Bitcoin's value without actually holding Bitcoin. So this could be huge. Obviously, getting more people involved with crypto is never a bad idea, and we're continuing to see more bullish looking news for Bitcoin outside of obviously Elon Musk's tweets. Taking a look at the next one, we see Bitcoin on track to hit 6 figures in 2021, according to Bloomberg. So this is cool as well to really talk about a lot of these price predictions. $100,000 is still within reach and still on track to get there. In my opinion, I do think we are going to be around $75,000 to $100,000 by the end of the year, at least by the end of the bull market if that goes past the year. But key takeaways are Bloomberg's latest crypto report claims that Bitcoin could hit 6 figures in 2021. The report also makes the case that Ethereum could overtake Bitcoin in market capitalization in terms, which would be obviously good for crypto in general. But, honestly, I don't think that's going to take place this year. Way down the line, we could see Ethereum pass Bitcoin. But as of right now, Bitcoin's going to stay the leader, in my opinion. It also highlighted Tether's role in strengthening the digitalization of money. So it's a big thing to look into, guys. We're seeing some very, very massive Bitcoin potential in the very, very near weeks and months ahead. So I do want to do price predictions for June, July in 2021. Do remember, guys, I'm very, very conservative on price predictions. I try to stay as realistic as possible when doing price predictions because I think there is a lot of manipulation and FUD that can take place. And as well as, TA is great and everything. I try to do as much TA as possible for you guys before we jump into price predictions, or I guess before I do it my videos. But really, it's all about, some of this news is actually going to be the stuff that pushes or, takes away on, Bitcoin specifically price-wise. So we are going to talk a little bit more about what is coming and why it's so big. So I own Bitcoin, says Miami Mayor Francis Suarez. So this is a huge deal as well. So Suarez added that he is planning to buy the dip. I'm sure he's buying this dip right now. We continue to see people even in government getting involved, and that's exactly what we want to see. More people getting involved with crypto so that they understand what they're actually working towards, and they understand what crypto is working towards in general. So this is great to see this as well. We won't talk too much about that, as we did talk about that in our crypto news segment yet last night, actually. Florida healthcare company accepting Bitcoin for COVID-19 tests as well. So like I said, guys, more people and more organizations are starting to accept Bitcoin specifically, as well as so many other crypto assets as payment. And that's exactly what you want to hear. Another thing that's very, very bullish for me in Bitcoin is JP Morgan expanding crypto services, hiring related experts. This is huge, as well as Apple. We talked about Apple also hiring, alternative payment services, or I guess people that have worked on alternative payment services like, cryptocurrency specifically. So I think Bitcoin's obviously going to become a payment method for not just JP Morgan, but also Apple. And I do want to, reiterate, you can only hold Bitcoin down so much before you let go and it, blasts off, like I said. So I do see us coming from maybe a $32,000, $35,000 range all the way up to $80,000. I think we're going to have a fast push when it does occur. I'm tired of this, manipulation FUD stage. I think that's not going to actually take as long as a lot of people think. 1 to 2 months at max, in my opinion. We are going to start to see this ball take off from the bottom of the pool to the top of the air. So we'll see what does take place, like I said, but let's jump straight back to the price point right now, sitting at about 5.26% of a decrease, $36,647. I do think we are going to continue to push this farther up. I do want to talk about price predictions, like I stated, for June, July, and 2021. I will say, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing, as this is not financial advice. But realistically, I think by the end of June, we will easily see Bitcoin right around a $42,000 to $45,000 mark. I think we'll be right under that resistance level for $45,000 realistically. That's a lot of people kind of exaggerate how big this resistance level is. I think we are going to be able to push past. I think it will take, pretty much the entire month of June. But realistically, I think we are going to push past that, and it's going to be a big milestone, so that July is going to be a very, very big month for crypto. Either we stay stable or we continue to push through. And I think realistically, if the FUD is gone, which obviously there's no way of knowing, but I think this is going to be one of the last big, drops or dips. We may have 1 or 2 more at the very, very most. But, for the most part, we're getting very, very close to this, explosion of Bitcoin. And I think that's going to be coming, in July, specifically by the end of July. So by the end of July, I think Bitcoin could easily reach close to $60,000 again. 55 to 60 is going to be my price range. Going into the end of 2021 or the end of the bull market, I could easily see Bitcoin reaching closer, like I said, to $80,000 to $120,000. So that's going to be my price prediction for June, July, and 2021. Make sure you guys leave a comment. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree with my price predictions. I love to hear what you guys think as well. Do you guys think how many more dips are coming? Do you think there's any more dips? Do you think there's any more big crashes? Any more FUD? Or are we out of the clear? This was the last one. Let me know in the comments, like I said, and always let me know about my price predictions. I love to hear what you guys have to say. So thank you guys again. Subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. Thank you guys so much for the awesome support. I'll see you all in the next one.